the small, enchanting town of Starlight Cove, where magical happenings were not just stories, lived a boy named Carlos. This New Year's Eve, Carlos discovered a mysterious, ancient globe in his attic, glittering under the moonlight. As the clock struck 6 in the evening, the globe began to spin wildly, and a soft, mystical voice whispered, "Choose your adventure." With wide eyes and a heart full of excitement, Carlos gently touched the globe. In a flash of light, he found himself in the bustling streets of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. The air was alive with the rhythm of samba music and the streets adorned with vibrant decorations. Here, Carlos joined the spirited dancers, each step making him feel more exhilarated. As the music played, the colors around him seemed to dance too, brighter and more vivid than he'd ever seen. But the adventure was just beginning. As the clock neared 7, the globe glowed again. Carlos touched it and was whisked away to his next destination. Now in Japan, Carlos stood before an ancient temple, where people rang a giant bell, its sound echoing into the night. Each ring signified the purging of an ill fortune from the past year. As Carlos rang the bell, he felt a weight lifting from his shoulders, his worries dissipating into the cold night air. Next, the globe took him to the snowy streets of Moscow. Here, under the shimmering aurora borealis, Carlos learned of a tradition where people wrote down their wishes and burned them, watching the ashes float up towards the stars, carrying their hopes for the new year. As midnight inched closer, Carlos found himself in the heart of Scotland. In a village square, people sang and danced, holding hands in a circle, celebrating Hogmanay. The spirit of togetherness warmed Carlos more than the bonfire in the center of the square. He felt an unspoken bond with those around him, united in the joy of the moment. Finally, as the globe glowed a bright gold, signaling the approach of midnight, Carlos was taken to Times Square in New York. The countdown had begun. People from all around the world, each with their own stories and dreams, were united in the excitement of the countdown. As the clock struck 12, a cascade of confetti rained down, and cheers filled the air. Carlos felt the magic of the globe pulsing in his hands, its light blending with the kaleidoscope of fireworks above. With a heart full of joy and eyes sparkling with wonder, Carlos whispered his thanks to the magical globe. In an instant, he was back in his attic, the globe now a dull brass, the magic resting. Carlos knew he would never forget this night, a magical journey that showed him the beauty and unity of global New Year celebrations. As he drifted to sleep, the memories of his journey danced in his dreams, a tapestry of colors, music, and laughter, reminding him that magic was indeed real, and it lived in every corner of the world.